After that hot gospeler has leveled all but the churched sky, I wrote the tale by Tallow of a city's death by fire.
I grew up around the square. I first lived on Brazil Street, and then we moved to our building across the church, right across the church. As a matter of fact, the wall that you see by the courthouse is the wall of our building, still there. And we had quite a big building, 2 stories, and that's where. So I grew up around there. Now at our time, the square was our playground. And we had a Mr. Salmon, who was a judge. When we tried to play cricket, they had palm trees on the square. So we tried to destroy it because you put the palm trees as a wicket. So we had a lot of fun, but that's where we grew up. Castries is always very well defined. I would believe this because there was a fire in 1927. And when they rebuilt in a proper manner, proper structure towards something. But everything's Castries. Growing up to money on the top was nothing money already, just a few homes, like the Thibbers and all of those were there, Gregor Peter on there. And then you had Blackmasse, you had Alan Peter going up there. So all of that. It was, so Castries was the town, and all of us lived in town in Castries.
One of the things I remember going and looking out is the Upper Bridge Street. The houses there were really nice little houses built away from the street with wrought iron and so on, and it was where the elite lived, the French. And it's only when I went to France I saw similar houses.
I can remember where the statue of Compton, around there, around that area there, there's a beautiful building there. And that was belonging to the Masons Lodge, beautiful white building. Well, when I tell you, nice design, white, well painted, always, right around there. I can remember that as a kid. You know, you did not have a boulevard, all that was street. Now the town board was somewhere, what you call council now, was way down. Castries town board. It was somewhere down, I don't know if it's Victoria Street, but more to the west of the city. And these people had nothing to fight fire, you know. Nothing to fight fire. A little cat with a few holes inside of that. When you had fire, shoo, fellas run to that and could never touch that fire, you know. Never. We did not have equipment.
Under candle's eye that smoked in cheers, I wanted to tell, in more than wax, of faiths that were snapped like wire.
We were having supper and it was then we heard sirens, so it was that. Then when he said there's a fire all the way up St. Louis Street, so that was a little fire. So he said a tailor shop, so it was a small thing, so we didn't worry about that. Then more noise, and people said the fire coming down, smoke coming down. Till my mother said, listen to me, this is getting serious, you'll have to move. Luckily my sister was married to Reggie Clark, and they lived at Rock Hall. So all of us went up to Rock Hall, away from Castries. But from there we could see the fire, what it was doing to Castries. It was not easy, it wasn't nice. It was not nice at all.
Because that was been about 8 o'clock. I was at home, Trinity Church Road, opposite the steps going to the church. And when I heard fire, you know, children are curious. We came out to see what it was. But my parents wouldn't let me go down by the fire. So I went up the steps, the Anglican church steps, and I stayed up there, and that's where I looked at the fire, the whole town on fire. I never moved, I never went anywhere but just on that step there. I stayed until morning because we were afraid that we don't know how far the fire would reach. So you were on the alert in case we had to move ourselves. But still, and all, we started moving things, you know. We didn't know how far, and the fire was just at the corner there and blazed up the whole of Castries.